Welcome to day 5. This is the last day of our bootcamp. So today, I have a lot of exciting material to share. If you're someone actively seeking your first project manager job, no matter you are finding your first project manager job or going through a career transition, trying to transition into a project management role, these tips will be very helpful for you in your job seeking journey. Now, let's dive in. First, I want to talk about some power words that you just need to leverage and be able to incorporate in your resume. That will make your resume sound so much more like a project leader instead of a project administrator. So, for example, you can talk about delivered an XYZ project under budget and ahead of schedule. So that showcases your ability to understand project manager's role in delivery and be able to manage to the budgetary concerns or the timeline concerns. Second, lead cross-functional team to achieve a specific project outcome. Of course, apply that to the specific experience that you're referencing in that resume. So this demonstrates your ability to lead a cross-functional team and be able to drive that communication and alignment. Number 3, implemented a specific tool methodology. It could be Microsoft Project or Asana or CRM tool based on your experience, resulted in a specific benefit for the company, whether that is increase in efficiency, reduction in cost, so that further strengthen and showcase your impact in the business as a project leader. Number 4, managed a project portfolio valued at XYZ dollar amount, ensure alignment with strategic objectives. This emphasizes your experience with high-stake projects and high-profile initiatives, and you understand the financial impact of a project to a business or organization. So if you ever manage anything that has any budgetary numbers attached to it, definitely showcase that in your resume. Number 5, mitigate project risks, preventing potential delays and saving potential cost. Here, if you are able to describe it with a number, definitely that's better. If not, the sentence it is already very powerful. It shows that you're able to forecast and manage risks and be able to mitigate it in a tangible way that help the business to have benefits. So these are all great power phrases that you want to try to incorporate as much as possible if it applies to your past experience in your resume for finding a project manager job. But that's not all we're leaving with you today. And the second tip I want to give you is how to tell your experience in a project-like story. For example, I coached Lady Lindsay. She was an administrative assistant, and she made a career transition to become a project manager. And in her job interviews, she didn't have the project management experience, but she want to tell her experience in a project-like story. So the hiring manager is able to connect her past experience into the future job requirement to see whether she has the right skills and mindset to do the job. So instead, she told a story about planning a company holiday party and describe it in a project-like story. And here's how to do it. First, you want to define the scope. So explain the objective of the party, why was it organized, and what did you hope to achieve. So in the case of Lindsay, she said, I spearhead the organization for the annual holiday party to foster team bonding and celebrate the year's success. So that's the scope and objective. Then define your role. So what is your role in this? And were you the organizer? Were you the planner? Were you the vendor? So in the case of Lindsay, she said, in the holiday party planning, I served as a primary coordinator. I oversee all aspects of the event, from theme selection to vendor negotiation. So very clear why this event needs to happen and what her role was in this scenario. Frame the context. Then the third step is to discuss stakeholder and resource management, meaning what are the budget, who are the stakeholders involved, and what are the resources that are involved in this project scenario. So for the case of Lindsay, she said, I manage a budget of $10,000 for this holiday party. I ensure quality entertainment and the catering coming in 10% under budget, and regularly communicate with all the senior management about the plans and updates. Then you want to describe what your collaboration look like with all the people involved in this entire scenario or this entire project. So discuss how you coordinate with others. Do you have like a steering committee? Did you collaborate with other departments? So Lindsay said, I collaborated with representatives from each department to ensure the team had input into the event's agenda and activities. This showcased ability to work with others. Then she talked about the challenges and solution because every project is not going to go perfectly as planned. So what happened when challenges happen? And also, how did you overcome them? So in the case of Lindsay, for the holiday party, she faced challenges with venue availability during the holiday season. So she solved it by leveraging personal relationship to local vendors to find a suitable solution that is still under the budget. Last but not least, you want to end it on highlighting the result, the outcome, right? How many people show up? Was it successful? What was the feedback look like? What's some benefit it brings to the company or the team? So for the case of the holiday party, Lindsay said, I successfully hosted an event for 200 employees with 95% positive feedback on the post-event survey. So that's a big win. You want to end the story on the win and the positive impact you bring to the project. So follow these steps and see how you can tell your experience in a project-like story. All right, aspiring project managers, thank you for joining me for this 5 days bootcamp. I hope the information was helpful. You're able to have a chance to engage in all the exercises every day and be able to apply the knowledge you learned into your next project manager role. If you're on a career journey transitioning to your first project mentoring role, you're facing challenges, go ahead and schedule a call with me. I'm happy to talk through where you'll find challenging and what are some strategies can be helpful for you. We also have other coaching offers that we could specifically work with you to help you accelerate your journey to become a project manager. Thank you for joining me here. If you find this is valuable and you think others would be benefit from it, please be sure to invite them to join this Facebook group. And every month we're running some sort of a webinar or knowledge sharing or Q&A sessions. If there are topics you're interested in, be sure to post it in the group so I can capture all of those notes to planning the next session. All right, if you have any additional questions, leave some comments below and I'll see you next time. Bye.